It is the round of 24 surfers remaining. And now 3 stacks with 1 surfer falling away each time. The question is who will drop out of this one, as D.Silva in red comes in as the highest seed. M.Braye from Tahiti is our surfer in blue. And of course someone that has been producing big numbers in the lineup again, former championship tour. As we welcome you to the broadcast, Gig Saliers alongside Sal Masekela for the call. As into frame comes M.Pupo, almost foxing our team here as he moves down the line very, very quickly. And of course, picking up the chat again, Sal. Welcome to the booth. Welcome to a couple of heats.
Thank you, sir. The main entree of our multi-course Shred Fest meal this week. D.Silva gets stuck on top of that little fat section on that right as this high tide just slowly making its way out. And I said to the guide, I said, "What's going on?" He's like, "This is katabatic and anabatic winds." And I was like, "I don't know what that is."
Kingdom of the Zulu, the tribal huts are positioned at the top of the hills, right? Exactly that.
Anabatic, I believe, is the warm air rising. Katabatic is the cold air sinking. Or grinding at it, that they lose the ability to progress. And M.Pupo has always been that surfer who's just consistently, since he showed up on the scene, in that Brazilian storm. Look at, just right on time. He's like,
Sal, he's going to back you up right there.
He's like, Sal, don't worry, brother. I'm going to make you look good right now. You see that? I mean, that ability to fit in 5 great turns and do it with flair and style. Guy looks like
he's got the full package,
like
right?
Jerry Lopez.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's break this one down. M.Pupo, Sal Masekela's pick for a win here in the first QS 10,000. And the seamless transitions. How quick is that maneuver to the next one? The linkage. And of course, the judging criteria over the last few seasons. And you mentioned, he's one of those surfers that made the tour real. He was real young. He was like at the end of his teenage years. Talking of goofy footers, we are just tracking the live action. If you just joined, it is the Ballito Pro presented by O'Neill, the first QS 10,000 of the year. As we talk all things surf here from Africa. M.Braye just trying to join the dots here for what is his opening input for the heat. Little snap check there. And there's him kind of engineering a couple of little maneuvers on the inside bowl cell. Well, I'm thinking back to one of the first heats this morning. Wiggly Dantes put on a clinic on the backhand as well on slightly meteor waves into the 7s for his points. The thing for M.Pupo here is it's a couple of hours later, and that you mentioned that wind. We had our good old yarn about the winds.
So even he said the difference in making the move to Hawaii, as we see D.Silva loading up here, trying to float across this section. Nice first turn. A little nice punch drifting the tail at the end there, as on that oncoming left. I wake up. It's a different deal. It's me and my wife. I've built up enough respect in the community because of making the choice of moving. I'm getting waves, and suddenly, like, I'm seeing the North Shore differently.
Yeah, I kind of just, I think the conditions are permitting just trying to make something count early on. We kind of saw the back end of that heat go pretty slow, so it was beneficial for me to get started quick, and yeah, luckily for me it worked out.
To follow in 2019 again. Meanwhile, following M.Braye here as you are with us for the Ballito Pro, the first QS 10,000 of the year. This is the man down in third in the heat. Only his second wave here, Sal, and we'll see what he brings to the inside section. Good slam there. Only adds a bit of weight to his scoreline. And here is Sal Masekela's pick. And beautiful smooth transitions for M.Pupo, now already 27 years of age. Off the championship tour platform, back here at the qualifying series, but doing a dignified job of doing the grind.
That I could not imagine, because there's a different sort of tactic and approach to what that looks like. For each setup.
That's a good description.
Like WWE wrestling sometimes is what it's like, especially in challenging conditions.
Yep.
In the 4-man deal, it's like you're literally watching WrestleMania. Mixed to X, and watching them race around the pier and around the priority buoy from the pier, and people, just thousands of people cheering, and it was so cool. Look at D.Silva.
Wow, Sparky. D.Silva, Sal is our man down in third as we just focus quickly in on the reality of the heat unfolding here. It is heat number 6.
Jesse Mendez, Gabrielle, the whole lot of them.
Yeah. Almost came in like a squad.
They did. They really came in as a squad at the same time, and they they had this camaraderie that they were doing it all together. You still see that when you go into the competitors area now.
Really? More than 8 years ago?
It wasn't that long ago, but again, we speak about that maturity, and he's someone who's chosen to just continually grow and knows that he has more in the tank.
Oh, nice input here from M.Braye as you just see the live action unfolding here. Now, Braye's going to bring a good answer here to M.Pupo, Sal.
Yeah, that was a nice rhythm. Maybe a little late on the last turn.
And that was, of course, the year that Gabriel, as a rookie, was getting wins at the championship tour level. But let's break this one down.
Yeah, nice little start with that foam claim. This turn was nice. This one just a little late. I don't think he's going to get that 7.13.
Well, that's the mental side of it all, isn't it? And Sal, I mean, you'll be able to really expand on that topic, and we'll talk more about that as we see D.Silva managing it all so well here, showing us why he's a championship tour surfer. Shakes his little rattle there as he'll now inevitably climb up out of third. Big hefty wave here, Sal.
It really is, and that's a really good point. I mean, that's technique to get up on top of that first one. Again, sets up again. Big, nice climb.
Oh, they're going to like that one.
They're going to love that. I'm going to say yes.
Is there a negative side to that? And I'm going to add it. No real vertical stuff. Let's see Pupo and his version of the backhand attack in Ballito. Snap there, drops the right shoulder. Squared up hit there, incomplete. So Pupo looks to answer to D.Silva there. It's to unfold.
With priority.
Yep. Well, here goes Pupo. Just looking for any opportunity he can. He's feeling a little push from the rest of the field here. We're already down to 1 minute to go in the encounter. Well, Sal, in all of that, it looks like M.Braye has spilt his priority. And watch D.Silva here blocking out any effort from the Tahitian. Little backhand upside down. It is a smaller wave, but that was a bit of tactic at play there, Sal.
That was perfect. Right when we cut camera from that replay to Mihimana, he was slapping the water.
Championship Tour surfer D.Silva is going to survive the round here. It's going to be at the expanse of M.Braye. Stay with us. We'll continue from the Ballito Pro after the break.